Alright, how's it going? King of the Zeds here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you another base idea that I've had. This time we're going to be working with the Pop and Pills factory. Now, we're not going to be doing anything as silly as trying to take over this entire building and turn this building into a base in itself. What we are going to be looking at, if we just come around the back here, is this column. So we're going to be turning this into a base that I'm pretty confident is going to be a solid base for quite a few of the early hordes. And what we're going to do after I've shown you how to turn this thing into a base, we are going to then run it through some hordes and give it a test. Now, one of the things that makes this so good is the fact that it's made out of whatever material that is that's got 10,000 hit points already. So it is going to take us a second just to break a little hole in here with a pickaxe or whatever we've got. But yeah, we only have to do this once. And once done, it's going to be solid as. So let me just crack into here. I'm going to basically open up a hole a couple of squares high. So I'll be back. And actually I just used the God Hammer there to make that happen. But it's going to take you a few minutes. But like I said, in a game, yeah, it's a few minutes well spent. So something else I've already done, because I'm in God mode here just for the purpose of demonstration. I've given myself 6,000 wood, 1,000 cobblestone, 1,000 concrete mix, 500 forged steel and 2 hatches. Now you're not going to need all of this, but I've just started off with some round numbers so that we know how much I've actually used by the time this base is complete. The first thing we're going to do actually is make some frame shapes and just craft a little entrance for us to get up into here. So I guess we'll start off just upgrading this. I'm going to upgrade to concrete. I don't think concrete, even in early game, is that difficult to come by. Okay, that will be good for now. So in here, the reason this is actually really good is because there's no way to get in above you. There's no way for the zombies to come in from above because it's not connected up there to the building. The way that you would normally come in this this little area is via this ladder. So as long as we take out a few rungs of this ladder and then fill this hole in, we'll basically be safe from above and below. So let me do that now. Now again, these do have 10,000 hit points, so it might take you a minute to get through here. I'll just do them with the God Hammer for the sake of this demonstration. Okay, didn't mean to knock that one out. So once you've cleared out this area and knocked out a few of these rungs of the ladder, then you can start placing your new floor, and you're going to want to do that with just cubes at the same level as what the entrance is that you made here. If you want, you can even start this and create your gap a lot higher up if you want to create a platform that's a lot higher off the ground. But you know, that's up to you. I'm just going to do it as it is now. So I'm just going to fill this in as much as you can, which by default seems to be, essentially creating this cross shape, because you can't actually place the block in here without knocking out another block. Now what's strange is that when I tested this, I actually did a test run yesterday before I tried recording the idea, and when I did it, if you stand down in this actual block, then it was allowing me to nerd pole up and actually place those frame shapes in the corner. But now, as I've just discovered while recording this video, for some reason it's only allowing me to do it if I knock that tiny little corner block out there. You can see I've just removed a corner block. So if you really want to spend the time knocking out this little tiny block there and spend another few minutes knocking out that 10,000 block, then you can fill it in and make a proper 3x3 square. Otherwise, you're not really at any danger of falling down here. So, if you're not a perfectionist, then just stick with like the what is it, 5 blocks that we've got here. So let me just upgrade these. And having knocked out a couple of rungs of this ladder, that's basically 2 blocks that I've knocked out. I can still jump up there and escape if I have to. So the thing that's actually turning this into a base is now putting these hatches here. So I'm going to put one hatch facing that way, another hatch facing that way, and now we have our battle stations. So depending on how much resources you have and whether this is like, I mean, if you're fighting a day 7, maybe even a day 14 horde, you're probably not going to need to upgrade these beyond just the regular, what is it, 7,000 hit points. But let's just see how many forged steel it takes to just upgrade these all the way to 21,000. So I can never remember the exact number. Okay, yeah, so it's 12 forged steel per upgrade level, and that takes it now, as you can see, to 21,000 hit points. So if we do that to both, let's upgrade this one now. And there we go. We have 42,000 hit points of protection between us and the horde. Okay, the last piece of the puzzle now is the old pole. So let's rotate that around to fit here, and we'll upgrade that. And we've got a zombie coming to test out the idea. Is he going to... Actually, we don't know where he's stuck. He might be stuck. Oh, there's one. Here he comes. Our first little victim of the horde base. Dead. Oh no, he's not dead. He took it to the face like a champ. Now he's dead. And yeah, this is basically going to be it. Now if you are worried that this is going to be breached and you're facing a pretty tough horde, then what we can do is create a bit of a safety platform. So let me just change this to, say, bars. And jump up here, go up a few blocks, and then just make another little platform for yourself up here, for example. Again, it's not going to be perfect, you know, unless you knock out that little tiny rounded corner block. But you probably want to leave yourself some gaps to chuck some throwables down there anyway, so I would say that this is probably a good idea not to completely fill this all in. Now, we can hear a few zombies outside, which does bring me to the next point that I wanted to make sure that I let you know about before you actually try and use this, and that is that when the horde comes, they're going to be coming from all angles, which means they're very likely going to get stuck on things, like in this building, for example, and on walls over here, if they're coming from this way. So, yeah, if you want to save some time and just help the zombies get through there, then, you know, knock some of this out. Just give them something to get through, basically, so they can just jump over this little wall and just make it to your base. So another thing that when I was testing this out, another thing they got stuck on was this room here. So maybe you want to knock out some windows just to make that quick for them. So now any zombies coming through that way are going to be able to reach us. Let's knock something out over here. Let's get rid of those. And yeah, that is just about all there is to it. So let's have a look at how many resources we've used. So we've used, well, 50 forged steel, which even if you can't craft forged steel, you can get them from lampposts and those little green things, those little green units at the top of the lamppost as well. You can get 50 if you really have to, even if you can't craft it. What's that? 220 each of cobblestone and concrete mix, and less than 300 wood. So really not very taxing on the old resources. Right, so the first horde we're going to test is the day 14 horde, because this character is as exactly as it was on day 14 on a playthrough of mine. So, you know, this is exactly where my character stands. So it's going to be a true test rather than just slapping on a whole bunch of skill points and giving myself what I think I'm going to need. So, yeah, let me run the time forward. We'll get to 10 o'clock and we'll start the Horde. Okay, here we go. So, okay, here we go. First victim. Do you know what? Let's get these Molotovs cooking. Alright, I'm going to start shooting just because it's getting a bit boring. So, let's assess the damage. I have basically done no repairs to this, and what are we looking at? We have about 6,000 worth of damage happened to that first hatch without any repairs. Nothing to the second hatch because I haven't used it. All of these blocks around here, lightly touched. What do we actually upgrade that with? Okay, that's forged steel. So if we are going to upgrade these outer edges, then yeah, there's going to be more steel required, but they've hardly taken any damage anyway. This one in here had a bit of damage, but I think some of that was me with the sledgehammer. But, you know, that's just cheap to repair that back up to full strength. So, okay, well that was a pretty successful, pretty chilled out Horde. Much more chilled out than when I was doing this in the Wasteland in my self-built base. Okay, well let me reload the save and we can test it on a later Horde. Alright, welcome back. Now, just to fill you in on what we're doing skill-wise, I have just added a whole bunch of XP, and so now I'm like, what is it, level 115. So we're going to sort of mid-ish game, depending on how you view the game, I suppose. But anyway, I've put some points. I haven't gone ham, I haven't gone all the way, but I've put some points in. Boomstick, added to Skull Crusher, so we're up to level 4 now, Sexual Tyrannosaurus level 4. And Fortitude, so I can get Machine Gunner up to level 4. Like I say, I haven't gone crazy and just maxed everything out. But we're going to move forward to day 70 and see what happens in this base. So I'll try not to... you know, I'll try to hold off repairing too much because this is a base test. You know, the goal isn't for me to really make it through this absolutely unscathed. It's a test of the base. So I'm going to see how far we can go without repairing. And yeah, then we'll go from there. Oh yeah, and before this kicks off, I also gave myself an M60 machine gun and a pump shotgun because, you know, by day 70, you're going to be getting up there and having this kind of crap. And yeah, these are my go-to weapons, and I always try to go into every Horde with at least 1,500 7.62s. Yeah, so, alright, let's see how this goes. Helps if I load my gun as well. Okay, now. Okay, I've got a feral big boy. Oh, okay. Got some nasty cops already. This is a proper Horde now. I'm going to tear through this ammo. You know what, let's try old Pumpy. I can love this thing. Oh, and the cop's going to go. Fucking hell, what the hell's a bear doing here? Oh shit. Okay, that's me repairing my... Oh, fucking hell. Alright, well there goes my pole at the top of the hatch. Don't know what state the hatch is in. 8,000 out of... Okay, I'm just repairing now. I guess the lesson there is fucking hit the demos in the head. Oh! Oh my god, it's going tits up. Get the fucking hatch up. Okay, so the hatch is up. I've trapped a few of them inside. Thank fuck for my little emergency ladder escape route. Kill these fucks. And then work on the outside again. What the hell is going on here? Whoa. There's another cop going to explode. I do not know what's going to happen here. Okay. It appears... things appear to have gone pear-shaped. So I think... Another thing that we can take from this is we probably want to be using forged steel for the walkway across to the door. I know we need plenty of repair kits as well. Oh, this is fucked. Okay. Do. Yep. There we go, okay. Fall back. Oh, where are my Molotovs? I didn't pick up my Molotovs. Well, this could be fun. Let's see what happens. Let's see if I can hit his fucking button. Whee! Oh, this is fun. Jesus. Oh man, I can't see a thing. I don't know what they're smashing through on the outside, but they don't appear to be coming for me in here anymore. Do you know what? Just for the sake of science, let me come out of this view. Let's see what the hell is going on down here. Whoa, they're actually... Well, that is it. That is interesting. They've gone upstairs. They're trying to get me through here. Oh my goodness. How strange. Well, that is some interesting behaviour that I was not aware would happen. Oh, and I can shoot from here. This is good. Somebody's stuck under there somehow. Do you know what? This is actually very interesting. I wonder if they're piling up there so much that... Whoops. That they are going to end up coming through the side of this fucking thing. Well, I mean, if all you care about in your Horde base is whether it's going to help you survive the night, you know, the fact that some bits got destroyed, does that really matter? You know? We survived the Horde. The base didn't survive, but we did. So, did it work? I guess you can decide. Well, it's 4 o'clock. I survived. The base might not have. But that's why having this ladder here and no other way to get in to us from above gives us the ultimate fallback position. Because they can do what the fuck they want. They're not getting us. Unless we play a silly play. Holy shit. Oh no! Ah, what the fuck? I tried going in for the ladder. Oh. Oh shit. Oh, they're pushing me up. What the hell? So, let's have a look at the base. Did it survive? I mean, the building's still standing. Look at this. Where they, you know, we were hanging out in the ladder up here. And they took this to be the easiest route to us. So, yeah, unfortunately for them, they ended up just falling back down. But, well, I'll let you judge whether whether we call this base a success or not. I mean, we didn't die, so for me, that's a win. We used a few resources, a couple of hatches, nothing really, a bit of concrete. You know, if we were really going to try to, I mean, if we were dead set on having one base to rule them all, and we wanted this to be it, of course, we're looking at upgrades to steel here. Oh, look at that. That's. Never let it be said that I don't enjoy fucking around. Alright, well, make what you will of this video. It was a good test, I had fun. I hope you enjoyed watching it. We'll catch you again next time.